So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Decent chance! It's hit the upright. Threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well timed, excellent interception. Loose ball, he's having a go! And that certainly packed a punch. Doué looking to penetrate opposition lines. Puskas. That has not gone well. And he's surging through. Shot at goal! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Pele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So, a breakthrough already. Zanetti. Pele. And that is expertly dealt with. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. No way through. Rodri.
Omiya Ardija clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
It's gone for a throw-in. Puskas can see things others simply cannot. Oh, well played. Nedved. Pele. Oh, he's been caught. Pele! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Now it's Nakata. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Doué. Always onto this. Pele is onto this. Pele! Glorious! A finish of true class. Again in a trice, and they are soaring.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
And now he has two. Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now the ball in. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van Basten. Real chance! It's a goal! Right back in the game!
Nakata really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. He came in hard, very hard. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently it's Van Basten! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Van Basten. This looks promising. Puskás. Now there's a fine ball. And a chance! They've got to be quick to recover. Oh, he's been caught up. And another try! And it's come back out to him. Just off target.
Puskás is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Turns back here, probably the best option. Right card. That is ended up in no man's land. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Botafogo are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go once more. Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Nedved.
That's good play from him.
The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Puskás. And it's Zanetti.
There they go, hunting again.
And he's away. He's had a shot! Van Basten. Botafogo do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's had it taken off him.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Van Basten! It's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Substitution on the field, number 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
16,
This has become one superb game of football.
Number 5.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that has been clubbed away. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Van Basten. Pirlo. And this is Cruyff. Nicely. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Just about within shooting range. Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Cruyff. And here's Nedved. Xavi Alonso. Pirlo. Now it's Puskas. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's gone for goal! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Johan Cruyff, number 23, Rijkaard.
Cuts the
Coming on
throw.
the field, number 13, Rodrigo. Number 20, Vinicius
75
Junior.
minutes played.
Number 3, Franz Beckenbauer.
Now, can they get him away?
Omiya Ardija clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Rodrigo. That's a sharp pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Here's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That has been cut short. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff looking to run onto it. Botafogo are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And here's Cruyff. Looking for the run. Roberto Carlos, he's got tall. He's done very well to get to that.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Pirlo with the short one. Crosses it in. That is a brilliant interception.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pass somewhat off target. Koeman. Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. Floated through. And the shot! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity...
So that's it. It is all over. Botafogo illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
And now I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Play! Royce. Now it's Luis Suarez. Great vision. This looks promising. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Costa Curta. Pirlo. And it's Zanetti. Nicely shaped ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Puskas. It's run loose here. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And he was quick to react. Royce. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Now it's Pelé. So we're still where we started right now. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Cruyff. Pelé. Oh, that goes for a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Vieira. Pass somewhat off target.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Howson gets across to intercept that. Oh, good-looking ball. Knocks it into space. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Botafogo! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Botafogo have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Defending was strong and firm, and it's Cruyff. And here's Cruyff. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's tried one! Just sails past the upright.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Royce. Beckenbauer producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Cruyff. Shoots! And it's come back out to him. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Botafogo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pele! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
It's a searching pass, and it's Luis Suarez. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Suarez has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Royce with the short one. Royce. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now, this could be a chance. Shot a goal! It's there! Barcelona are back in business. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Pirlo. Puskás. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he get it through?
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Royce. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's a threatening ball. Chance! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attack.
He's had a shot! Superb from Pele! About as smooth as it gets. And once more, we are all square. You score! And the whistle goes for half-time. Botafogo are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
Se ruega a los espectadores que tengan previsto abandonar el estadio en coche, que lo hagan de forma ordenada para evitar atascos. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Botafogo have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Zanetti. Botafogo come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Valverde gets across and deals with it. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Puskás. And it's Cruyff. For Royce. Vieira. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Pelé. Pirlo looking for a runner. And that's put paid to a promising move. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Puskás. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Luis Suarez. Great ball and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Barcelona have their second corner now. They've played it short. Valverde receives it in a good position here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played out to the left flank. Valverde, he's having a go. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
So, third corner of the game. Royce goes short. Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. Vieira. Bellingham, always looking for that half a chance. That has not gone well. Valverde. And this is Dembele. Foot in. Pirlo. Puskás. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a little off target. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Searching pass he's played there.
Botafogo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Now it's Pelé. Knocks it out wide. Look at the space here. He rises! He's scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Now it's Puskás. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cruyff with the cross. Good effort from distance. He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
question that's a foul.
Cambio de
Ah, now
jugadores
some
en
movement
el
on the
marcador.
bench, and we are going
El
to see a
dorsal
change.
13, el dorsal 3, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 7. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, Rooney, el dorsal 19, Roberto Carlos, el dorsal 9, Ibrahimovic, el dorsal 71, Hazard.
And that is high.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And it's Rooney. Rooney puts his foot on the gas. Bellingham. And this is Pele. Tries to play it through. Aims beyond the defence. Too much on it, and that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Pele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Botafogo can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Se ha encontrado unas llaves de coche con un llavero en forma de bota de fútbol. Se ruega a su propio...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
I don't think there's a player out there, Peter, who is as tactically flexible as Francesco Totti. Of course, we know him best as a number 10 or a deeper line forward.
And does history record him as the first player really to play that kind of false nine role?
Yeah, I think that's right. And he was able to do that because of his great physicality to go with that wonderful technique. Who would have thought at the time that he would start a global trend, one that's become a standard now in leagues all around the world?
Trailblazer.
Absolutely.
Now it's Totti. He's found a way through. That's an imaginative pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rodri. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Cruyff. That's good vision. Koundé. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Ruben Neves. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Cruyff stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nicely shaped ball. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Bellingham! In for the pieces! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. It's a good look, big header! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Cruyff. Marquinhos gets a foot in here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that could set him on his way. And he's being shifted off it. Well, that looks a decent ball. Chance to... Bullish header! Danger averted for now. Bellingham. Rodri powering forward here. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good take in a good area. He has found the way through. And this is Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Filippo Inzaghi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Inzaghi. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That pass has been well intercepted. There's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And so we're off again. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And this is Totti. Oh, just Totti! Oh, it's come loose. And one more try. It's there!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Inzaghi at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Totti was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mendieta tries to play it through. Oh, important interception. Botafogo needing a change of fortune here. Zanetti. Puskás. Pirlo. So we've reached the hour mark.
Botafogo may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Nicely shaped cross. That could spell trouble. And it's Pirlo. It's Pirlo! He's missed, but not by that far.
Pirlo usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, good spread. Mendieta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri. Pirlo. Bellingham. Puskás. Threads one in. And he's picked out the run. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. That's a shade optimistic. Rudiger. That's Ruben Neves. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Pirlo. Now it's Doué. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that is a little undercooked. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Maradona. Martinelli. And it's Ruben Neves.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Heading backwards.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Doué! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Doué probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Botafogo are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Mendieta. Pirlo wins the duel this time. Botafogo needed that. They shot, surely! And that would have won it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Vardiol is there, and he can pick it up.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, outsmarting him this time. Ruben Neves. This looks promising. And he plays one through. Martinelli, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the pass is intercepted. Rodri. York. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Beckenbauer makes the interception. And that is as far as it goes. Botafogo illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got a side promoted into the Italian top flight, 17 years of age, I think, and he was the mainstay in a team at that early age, playing in virtually every game and dictating the play. He stands out, doesn't matter how old he is.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Pass is just off target. Tonali is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Pele! Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Hazard. Hazard! Good ball, good take. Knocks it into space. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, he's got goal! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Botafogo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Puskas just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide position. Cameroon with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. Can he get on the end of this? And now they can spring out of defence. Passing is crisp and sharp. That is a brilliant interception.
Botafogo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cameroon looking to pass their way through. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's been played through. There's no flag. Oh, well played. And they can counter here. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Pirlo. Botafogo finding their passes. Some resolute defending there.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for...
And Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Referee has just said play on. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Puskas in acres of space out wide, and he's managed to get free. Looking for options for movement. Pele finds himself offside. And it's De Bruyne.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Threads one in. And this is Pele!
Botafogo certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Conte. Passing nice and neat. Mohamed Salah! Cameroon have their third corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Tries to play it, and he shoots! Oh, he's been caught napping! And again! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Back into the middle. And this is Batistuta.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tonali. Tonali was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, no question, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Tonali. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back underway.
Botafogo can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Puskás. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. De Bruyne has a shot! Roberto Carlos.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Cruyff. He is through here! No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. There was plenty of power on that. No, again there's no way through. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Can he get it through? And this is Puskás. Oh, smashing header! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's there to get it away. Bellingham did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, that's a very decent ball. He's having a shot! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And again they hit the front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Azar. Robertson. Azar. Real... And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Hazard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Climbs up big! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Vicious ball here. Puskás. Pele. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Puskás looking to run onto it. Zanetti has it out wide and in space. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now this could be a chance. Now who's going to be first to this? He slid. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Botafogo present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Khan will have to save it here or there's real trouble. That is some save from Khan! And that would have won it.
Hazard has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. That looks a good ball through. And it's Cruyff. And the shot! He scores! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Teremos uma substituição.
Cameroon choosing to make the first change. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much...
Header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they've switched it over to the other side. And this is Isco. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He has found a way through. Oh, no joy this time.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's onside. Shot, surely! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day! will be it! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Now it's Puskás. 5 minutes to add.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff. Can he spark a counter here? Bellingham is onto this. A probing pass. Chance here to counter. And this is Messi. He's picked his way through.
Oh, really well played.
A hefty challenge, but fair enough. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Botafogo have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Cruyff voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.